you think I'm spooky?
Be afraid. Be very afraid. What have you done to his eyes?
Good evening and welcome to Soft and Spooky. For today's video, I'm going to be diving into episode 2 of American Horror Story Delicate. If you haven't already seen the first episode, I'm going to go ahead and link it up above here because, you're going to want to watch the first one first. As a disclaimer with all of my watch party videos, I am diving into the entire movie, or in this case, episode, so it is going to be full spoilers throughout the video, so you've been warned. And with all that being said, let's sink our teeth in. All right, so we are starting where we kind of left off with the first episode's ending, where there was a break-in at Anna and Dex's apartment, and basically they're going through the security footage that the police gathered. Anna's talking to the police and they're kind of being less than helpful. You can kind of tell that they're not really believing her story because nobody suspicious is caught on the camera either leaving or entering the apartment building. The only thing is like all I can focus on is their dog in this shot because he's just being such a good boy. While the police are talking to Anna and Dexter, they mistakenly call Dexter by Anna's last name, and he just gives like the least convincing line here.
Basement's nothing. Mr. Alcott.
Harding.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Happens all the time. The price I pay for being married to such an amazing woman.
Again, the medications that Anna is on, Again, all of the medications that Anna is on is kind of being called into question, and it's making her doubt her own recollection of events.
Is it possible that some medication you're on could have caused you to think you saw something?
What?
This actually kind of reminds me of the way that I felt when I was watching American Horror Story Season 2, Asylum, where it is that whole questioning your sanity thing and this feeling of like powerlessness of not being able to be 100% sure that your own recollections are accurate. And so, I think this like does it to a degree, but just not in that masterful way that Season 2 did. So the next day, Anna is walking to Siobhan's office and she sees that same lady from the first episode with the black hair and the red boots. But then she looks away and looks back and it's a baby in a black wig. I'm just imagining like the makeup and hair team having to custom design like a wig to fit a baby's head, and that's honestly my career bucket list. So obviously Anna has been under a ton of stress, and she has the same malady that I do, that when I'm stressed, it shows up on my skin, and she has this teeny tiny little pimple on her chin. After checking her face in the mirror, she walks into Siobhan's office, and it's a surprise celebration party for her being nominated for a Gotham Award.
Gorgina!
During the party, Anna tries to talk to Siobhan about how she wants to take a break from social media because of the pregnancy and the stalker, and Siobhan pretty much shuts her down right away. There's a fly in here. It's winter. Why are they still around? To prove her point, are there two? Are there two in here? To explain her point of view, Siobhan uses Jamie Lee Curtis's rise to fame as an example.
Do you think she thought it was fun to get asked all these inane questions about being a Nepo baby? No, no one likes it. But do you want to know why she did it? Because she wanted that Oscar.
I think this is actually kind of an interesting point because it actually mirrors the interpretation that I had in my Rosemary's Baby video. In Rosemary's Baby, the main character, Rosemary, is just so concerned that this cult is basically going to sacrifice her baby. But in my interpretation, the baby was never going to be sacrificed. It was more so Rosemary's life that gets sacrificed. She lost her support system with her friends, her husband in his quest to get fame, as well as her own autonomy, which is like the essence of her life. And I kind of feel like the same thing could be said for celebrities, where basically they have to sacrifice their privacy, they have to be on their best behavior or put the best versions of themselves up on display in order to just get recognition within an award or to get consistent work. So basically, Anna agrees with her and kind of apologizes, and Siobhan starts giving her all of these like supplements and B12 vitamins, which actually reminds me, I need to get my injection soon. She also gives her these like unnamed vials of liquid and replies to Anna's concern by saying this.
Is all of this safe for pregnancy? Would I ever do anything to hurt you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'd prefer a doctor to give me those things. Call me crazy. So Anna ends up yakking after taking one of the vials, and she's not sure if this is like a good sign or a bad sign within the pregnancy, so she gives Dr. Hill a call. Basically, he reassures her that it's all good, and she just needs to wait 14 days before she can actually take a pregnancy test. I see the fly. So she marks it down on her calendar, and we actually see that in the frame as she is making dinner that night. While she's stirring and making dinner, she's looking at her phone at the comments under the announcement of her Gotham Awards nomination, and we actually see the picture that Mrs. Preacher took at the clinic. Anna goes to the page that posted it, and it's called Preacher Speaks, and basically it is just a smorgasbord of conspiracy theories. We love a girl with hobbies. Okay, now here is where I kind of got a little surprised in the episode. So Anna is just zoned in looking at this account, and then Dexter again sneaks up behind her. You gotta start announcing yourself, man. But she does turn around and stabs him in the face.
Hey.
Honestly, I will hand it to Dex. He actually reacted to this pretty chill, considering, you know, the knife to the face.
Hey, it's okay. I know that slicing guys' faces open is your love language.
Anna obviously feels terrible about knifing him, and so she offers to take him into the bathroom to get him bandaged up, but Dexter says that it's time to take the pregnancy test. Now, we all started this shot looking at the calendar, seeing that it was quite a days away, and suddenly she turns to the calendar and it's the day of trying to take the pregnancy test. I'm honestly not sure how to interpret this, because like the whole losing time. Oh my gosh, what if it's aliens? But yeah, I mean, it could be a time jump just because she is losing time because of the medications, but it's just, yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about this. So she takes the test and woohoo, she's pregnant. Anna's pregnant. Get crazy. Ah. Yes, it may be a devil baby and you have a stalker and your husband is distant, but a win is a win.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
So immediately after they find out that it's positive, like right after it happens, Dexter gets a call from Sonia, and he asks if he can take the call because they've kind of been playing phone tag, and Anna seems annoyed by it. I don't know, like personally, I'm not sure I'd be that bothered. Like, we hugged each other, we're excited. He has to answer this call, and as long as we're back to celebrating after he gets off the phone, like, I don't really see a problem here. So, I don't know. I didn't think it was that weird that he took the phone call. So Anna ends up telling Siobhan that she is pregnant when she comes over to give her the outfit for the Gotham Awards. She actually gives her the same dress that Madonna wore to the Oscars and insists that once Anna has it on, that they look in the mirror, even though we still have that like written message from the intruder on the mirror.
Sooner or later you're gonna be fine. Baby, it's time that you face it. I always get my man.
What the hell was that?
Even weirder though, the mirror actually shatters after they're singing, and I'm not sure how to interpret that either. So we cut to the awards show, and Anna's on the red carpet, and she is just mugging for the camera, like, oh.
Off to get in sparkly dresses?
At first, I really liked her hair. I thought this vintage hairstyle, it's like not quite finger waves, but they're just so pretty. But then she turned around and I saw that long ass ponytail. What is that? Oh, I don't like that. So while Anna is getting her photographs taken, all of the attention actually gets brought further down on the red carpet to the younger actress that is nominated for the same category that Anna is. Emma Roberts, she really did a good job here just selling that kind of like anxious, threatened vibe to her. You could tell that she was just like not vibing with this girl. At the table, we meet the director of The Auteur, which is the movie that Anna starred in. And man, this dude is really bad at putting his foot in his mouth, but also at the same time, like, everybody's just being so mean to him. This is the first time that we actually see Anna really snap at someone, and it was a little jarring.
Of course, I'm so sorry.
I'm fine.
Totally.
Don't placate me.
She goes to the bathroom to kind of like collect herself, and we see that that pimple is looking crusty as ever. Oh, it kills me inside that Anna is picking at this pimple at the event. Can't be doing that, man. It never makes it better. It just makes it more red and swollen. You're gonna have a bad time. She's apparently molting too, because she just straight up peels a layer of her skin off.
This is a keeper. Oh, yes. Alright, you're not gonna put that skin in your mouth, are you? You did. Okay, that's just gross.
Unfortunately, the time kind of gets worse for Anna because she is like cornered in the bathroom by this fan just gushing over her.
But I love you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sorry that my palms are so slippery. I wish I could say it's water, but it's sweat.
Little pro tip for all my other fellow sweaty people. You don't need to bring it up. People can see that you're sweating. You don't have to mention it. I have learned the hard way. It just makes it worse. So yeah, this fan gushing over Anna actually causes Anna to gush up her dinner, and she pukes in the toilet. Whew, I did not like that sentence. Why did I say gush so much? Editing me just popping in here because I noticed something interesting in this scene while I was editing it. So after the fan says twinsies, I distinctly hear a sh sound that doesn't come from either the fan or Anna. And this kind of intrigued me because we also had a moment last episode where Dex shushes Anna, and it kind of seems like this was a purposeful soundbite that was added in. So let me know what you think.
We have the same shoes! Twinsies!
The fan rushes to help Anna and holds her hair back and also puts her arm around Anna's stomach, which causes Anna to freak. Something about this shot just feels kind of off to me. Like, I don't know, maybe they could have edited it a little bit quicker, or there's something weird with the choreography because, like, if somebody gets pushed, they would lose their balance and fall backwards, hitting the back of their head. But she ends up hitting the front. So she does like a twist. And I feel like that doesn't really make sense. The only reasoning I can see behind her falling face forward is that it's just easier when this fan later comes back as a hallucination. We can more easily identify her with the cut on her head. But in my opinion, if the fan had sustained the wound on the back of her head, I feel like we could have gotten a really interesting shot where we're in the audience and we're right behind the fan that has this gash in the back of their head and it's like bleeding. And then we just see from the fan's perspective, Anna up on the stage seeing the fan. And I feel like then it would have been a little bit more subtle and we still would have known who the person was in the audience. So I don't know. I just think that would have been a little bit cooler. But yeah, so the blood starts to pool around the fan's head and she's conked out on the bathroom floor as someone speaks to Anna through the bathroom door saying that her category is about to be announced. So then Anna just decides to leave her bleeding out on the bathroom floor. So not very mommy of you. You're not, that's not very motherly to do that. So she ends up actually winning the award, and oh my gosh, what a waste of Zachary Quinto. I miss you. I miss you so much on this show. She goes up to accept the award and immediately starts tweaking because she sees the deceased fan sitting in the crowd clapping for her, and then she starts to hallucinate Mrs. Preacher, doing her thing. She also sees Dex smooching Sonia and then also his former wife Adeline, and Anna just starts yakking on the podium. There's a lot. It's a very puke heavy episode. So she ends up passing out, and when she wakes up, the paramedics say that they basically did a bunch of tests and they deemed it as extreme exhaustion and dehydration. She keeps asking about the fan that was in the bathroom, and basically they tell her it was a hallucination. They could not find this woman. Unfortunately, the media goes into a frenzy over the spectacle, and so Anna and Dexter decide to go to Talia's summer house. It's here that we actually see that there is some tension between Anna and her mother-in-law, and I kind of feel for Dex here.
She won't bother us here.
Oh, have you met your mother?
She loves you.
I know. I'm sorry.
That honestly can't be easy, having a strained relationship between your mother and your wife. That sucks. While staying at the house, there is a bodyguard named Kamal that's going to be looking after them. While Anna and Dexter are staying there, Talia hired a bodyguard named Kamal to be watching over them.
He looks like a model playing a security guard, but he actually is a security guard. Don't worry, darling, it's not sexual harassment. I'm a lesbian.
Okay. Later that night, Anna and Dex are eating dinner, and she goes into the kitchen to grab a sharper knife, and in the silverware drawer, there's a picture of Dex, Talia, Theo, and his former wife, Adeline. Ah yes, the silverware drawer. The most perfect place for my most cherished memories. During a yoga session, Anna starts to experience some pretty extreme pain, and on the way back to the house, in the car, she discovers that she has started to bleed. Honestly, I just cannot imagine how scary that must feel. Like, to discover something like that when you are trying to be, like, pregnant. That's really scary. At the same time, like, the bodyguard seems so unfazed.
I'm taking you to the hospital.
Yeah, dude. Hospital would probably be a good idea. Thank you. She gets to the hospital, and there's a nurse that comes in, and I would recognize those eyebrows anywhere. We have the model Cara Delevingne that is playing Ivy, the ultrasound technician, I think. I will say her bedside manner does leave a bit to be desired.
You look so familiar. I just transferred from the city, Toronto.
I do find it interesting. It kind of looks like there's a pimple on Ivy's chin also, and I'm not sure if that's like a significant plot point, but I just thought that was interesting that she has a pimple in a very similar spot as Anna does. So Ivy performs the ultrasound, and I've actually decided not to include this scene on screen here just because I found it to be a very uncomfortable scene to watch. It seems to be very aggressive and kind of violating, and she ignores Anna's cries of discomfort and for wanting to see the heartbeat, and it definitely was hard to watch. After the ultrasound, Anna goes to the bathroom, and it is implied that she had a miscarriage. After she wakes up, Dex is beside her as the doctor is asking her questions about the miscarriage, and they mention that they need to do an ultrasound just to see sort of what happened here. Anna then informs them that she already had an ultrasound when she first got there.
Ms. Alcott, this is a small community hospital. There's no nurse named Ivy here.
Yes, new fear activated. The idea of somebody just coming in and impersonating a doctor is terrifying. So yeah, that's pretty much it for episode 2. I do feel like we're starting to get a little bit more momentum. Like the first episode, I kind of felt dragged. But this one, there's a little bit more happening and more going on. I'm pretty sure that Ivy is the same person that's had the black wig and the red shoes, and I'm very curious as to why she would want the miscarriage to happen. Also, the incorporation of Preacher, like I don't know why she keeps coming into the hallucinations, and it almost seemed like she was not a part of the cult, but maybe she is. What did you all think about this episode? I would love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Definitely sound off. While you're there, definitely leave this video a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed it and you'd like to see more of these watch party videos. And don't forget to subscribe. I've set myself a goal. I really want to hit 500 subscribers in the year 2024, and I would love if I could get your support to help me get there. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to stay soft and spooky.